What's going on, everybody? I'm trying to get back to. I know I just put out a video, but it looks like this storm has shifted. And let's talk about some serious stuff right here. It's good I put this video out of the EcoFlow today. Let's see, guava to everybody. I'm looking at the storm tracker right here, from a source that my wife uses. Hey everybody, how you doing? Hey, Happy Mac, Belinda. I'm on StreamYard today, so I'm going to be answering some questions, but for the most part, let me see something real quick. Okay, let me just see if this can oh, just forget it. We ain't gonna worry about it. Hey everybody. Hey, only Zenith, Burnett, My Own Beautiful, Amina, The Source, T Nubian, okay, Quan Brooks, Talisha, how you doing? Why that ring a bell? Main model, Elizabeth, Wanna Be Crafty Grandma, Phyllis. So hey, how you doing, Phyllis? It's good to see you. Let me see if I can show that. Nope, that was Felicia. There she go. Hey, how you doing, Phyllis? Okay, y'all. Let's get right into it, and whoever comes in, okay? Listen, all hands on deck. There's a hurricane about to slam into Western Florida. Is anybody here in the Gulf right now? Anywhere near the Gulf? This is the. I see why everybody making a stink about it. I'm cut on the TV, and everything on the TV right now is going haywire. Okay, because they're like, this is. It don't look like it to me, but I'm not a weatherman. It's saying this is the craziest storm that we're about to have, and I can tell because it's been looking like this all day, all since I drove here. Let me see. You're Quan Brooks. You're in Bradenton, Florida. Okay. Listen, let me see. What is this? Disco Nina says, I just hear this thing is 400 miles wide. Is that correct? Yep. I don't know if it's that wide, but it's going to make that much of a footprint. I can show you right now the footprint that it's going to take. I don't know how wide the path of it is. I'm really just learning all about it right now. That's how the path, it's in a question mark. Look at this. My wife showed me this, and that's the only reason I'm telling y'all about it. It's coming up. It's going to whip east, heading towards eastern Florida, but come around smack, just ruin Georgia, and come around, tiptoe through the Carolinas, well, South Carolina, whip around. Man, where they do this at? It's coming right up the middle of Georgia. Atlanta gonna get smashed. The Gulf, the western side of Florida, so all the Florida western, living on the western side, the Panhandle. This thing gonna go all the way up to Indianapolis, whip back around through Illinois, come back down. Look at this, through Nashville, and go back down and hit, what is that, Alabama? What? Do you see this? And they talking about, from what I'm hearing now, I don't know much. What they saying is this thing is so powerful. That's how it got all the way up there and got enough power to do all of that. Okay. I'm not here to do a whole bunch of okay. Let me see here. Where did I just see you at? I just seen you somewhere. Quan is an hour south of Tampa. Okay, okay. Linda, I'm in North Carolina, North Augusta, South Carolina. Oh yeah, it's about to smack y'all. My son, oh, he just moved. I forgot. Thank God. So it's crazy. The mayor had emergency brief. Let me bring y'all up. Keep on bringing this up. Say it's crazy. The mayor emergency briefings for Atlanta this morning. I'm preparing. My EcoFlow is charged with all equipment ready. Listen, I just did an EcoFlow video, y'all. I just released one rather for the new EcoFlow River 3. Let me tell you something. I didn't know none of this. You see how I was talking the other day? Because people, and I'm going back and reading the comments and said, what about the hurricane? I didn't even know until today. How many people got solar power generators right now? Enough for the talk, and we'll talk later after we get ourselves together. This is a message for everybody that is just coming into the room and the people that's going to be here. This is what this storm is about to do. It's coming in, about to smack the Gulf. It's going to hit the western side of Florida on the Panhandle, come back all the way up the center of Georgia through Atlanta, go all the way up to, what did I say, Tennessee? What did I say? Go all the way up to Nashville, Tennessee. That's all going all the way up to Tennessee, Kentucky, Indianapolis. Come back down. Now that thing gonna touch Illinois, Memphis, and come back down and hit parts of Alabama. Is that Mississippi? Alabama and Mississippi? Look here, family. Listen to me now. Right, it been looking funny all day. Who just said this is looking funny? It been looking funny all day. I almost didn't leave the land because I'm like, this look a little too crazy and the wind been gusting. Okay, get this. If you have a solar power generator right now, right this very minute, stop what you're doing and go plug it into the wall. If you have a unit like the EcoFlow River 3 or any other of these products, and it has a UPS feature where you got something that you don't want to go down, like a computer or a modem, if you don't have some kind of emergency alert system like a NOAA, go plug that into the wall and plug your modem and everything in there so you will have contact. I need everybody hands on deck right now. Go plug up all of your solar power generators. If you do not have any fuel to run your gasoline or propane or natural gas gasoline power generators, your tri-fuel or your dual fuel generators, go stop watching me, go to the gas station and get you at least 5 gallons of fuel right now. Make sure your car gas tank is full. For the life of me, I be wondering, why don't people listen? If you're a person that's going to stay hunkered down and say, look, I'm going to just hang out here, right? At least go fill your gas tank up, because you may stay there and you want to hunker down and just say, hey, we've been through this a million times. I'm good. Trust me, I live in the same conditions. I understand. We don't always run when a hurricane is about to hit us either. But be smart. Be smart. Go fill up your gas tank. So if you have to leave, you have enough fuel. And for the life of me, people don't be thinking about this right here. You may get stuck out there on the highway somewhere and say you only got a half tank of gas. You think that's plenty to get you to your destination. What if you sitting in traffic for hours on end with your car running, just drinking gas? No, people just don't be thinking about stuff like that. Everybody always thinking about perfect scenarios. Sherry Reed, I'm going to have you check that out, okay? Go Google where that is coming from or look at the Weather Channel. This is not a drill. Everybody listen, this ain't just us East Coast people right now, us on the very coast. This is coming all the way up here and about to hit the rib cage of America. We talking about it's hitting Jacksonville, Florida, the whole panhandle of Florida, coming up around there on the west side in the Gulf. It's going to come straight up the center of Georgia. It's going to hit Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to whip up all the way up to Kentucky. Make a U in Indianapolis, swing through Illinois, come back down through Nashville, Tennessee, and it's going to be in Memphis. Let me see. No, not Memphis. It's going to hit Alabama and touch Mississippi. Everybody right now, do you have a solar power generator? Do you have a solar power generator? Tell me now, do you have solar power generator or gas generator? Say it right here in the chat. Whichever one you have, do you have a gas generator or do you have a solar power generator? I pray to God that I don't hear not one person say, I don't have either. If you don't have either, I need to know that too. Okay, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear that right there. I really want to hear I have both. That's what I want to hear. Okay, we got, okay, let me see. Let me go back up here. Okay. You say no? Okay. That means you don't have either? Let me see. I'm going to roll it down here. Okay. Natalie Solar, my own solar. Okay. Felicia Path Solar. Nikki Tobin, both generators. Nikki Tobin. Jay Harrison, both. Kimmy Solar. Belinda, both. Pat, both. I have, okay, Jeremy, I have backup lithium battery, no solar panels for it yet. Look, I'm going to just say this. This is what I always say. Invest in your power bank, whatever it may be, whether it's a solar power generator, is lithium batteries, or whatever. You need to invest in solar panels. I just told a friend that today. Save your money buying that little thing and please spend some money on solar panels, because that's like having a car with no gas tank on it. You can't, please, everybody invest in some solar panels. You don't need all this fancy schmancy stuff you keep seeing on the internet. Get you something for things like this. Okay, let's keep this going. Jeremy, come on. I need you to go plug them up. However you charge those batteries, get them charged right now. Okay. Okay, baby boy, both. Thank you, baby boy. Israel, I have a few small generators and one gas. Go put gas in it and go charge those small ones. Okay. You got both. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Disco Nina says solar generator. Okay. Vaughn says, I have the feeling it will be bad, especially around this time of the year. I don't have either in New York City. Come on, man. Come on, Vaughn. Vaughn, you live in New York and you have no backup power. Vaughn, I know you've been watching me for a long time, Vaughn. I've been seeing your name. See, this, I need to get something across to everybody right now. Listen, I know y'all see me with a lot of solar power generators. You see me with a lot of gas generators. You see me out prepping. You see me out doing all of this stuff. Listen, this ain't a game to me. I know you watch a lot of people on YouTube and y'all, I don't know what it is to everybody else on YouTube, nor is it any of my business. This is not a game to me. I've been doing this before before YouTube was all hot and popping with the prepping thing. I've been doing this my whole life. Ask my wife and my children. Even my children can't stand me because they know I'm going to ask, you got some extra power? Huh? That's the first thing on my mind. What you got? Where your book out bag at? That's my mind. My dad. I'm the daddy. I'm the protector. Y'all, come on, man. And you know something? This is what I want everybody to look at. You are prepared for these kind of emergencies. Everybody waiting for the apocalypse. All right, that ain't what I'll be preparing for? Preparing for stuff like this. But I need you to think of something. I kind of do want everybody to feel a little guilty right now. The people that saying I don't have what I need, I want you to go upstairs and look in your closet and look at all that garbage costed you hundreds of dollars. The shoes, the shirts, the name brand gear, and the bracelets and the gold and jewelry and the teeth, all that garbage will not save your family. I don't got no problem with buying garbage because guess what? I'll buy some garbage. But my priorities come first. That's my word right there, and I mean it. Ain't nothing wrong with buying your trinkets and whatever you want to do, but man, do what you got to do first. It's too many opportunities for you to have some kind of backup power, or if you don't have backup power, the same people don't have no kind of survival skills either. And then they'll tell me, "Oh, you charge for camp?" No, I don't want to do that. Man, the stuff that you would learn at our camp will save your life in this situation right now. It's a bunch of people looking at this storm coming. Let me show you all again. Looking at this storm coming, and you twiddling your fingers because you have no clue what you're about to do. You have no clue what you're about to do right now. Right now. And a lot of people, they don't even have anywhere to go if they leave. So people ain't really prepared. They're not thinking forward on, okay, when I do leave, where I'm going to go? You're going to be trapped out there in the middle of the highway by yourself. You ain't went and bought no Walmart tents. Nothing. I keep telling y'all, buy you a little $20 Walmart tent, little 3-man, 2-man tent, because if the stuff really pop off, the most dangerous place for you to be is stuck in the middle of the highway. What is this? The end of September. So up north, it's starting to get a little cold at night, huh? It's getting cool. Let me get down here. It's getting cold at night up north. You're gonna sit in your car and here's the thing. On a normal time, sitting in your car, that's great because you can stay warm and everything. Here's the problem with sitting in your car up north. That black ice hit because it get cold at night. And then you got about 200 cars sliding on ice like Disney on ice, cramming and slamming into each other. I used to live there all my life, so I know. You keep wondering, how do you get a 500 car pileup? How do you get a 100 car pileup? That don't even make sense. People that ain't used to driving on ice and snow, it looks stupid to them. When you down here in the South, and listen, you don't hear about no 100 car, 50 car pileups down here. You see that on the news from up north, and some people down here have never experienced that and driven in ice, snow, black ice, snow drifts. Listen, this is the equivalent of black ice. If you're driving in ice, this is the equivalent, okay? No, better yet, watch this. Watch this. This is the equivalent. You driving down the highway and you doing 70 miles an hour, and imagine one of your kids in the backseat do this. And the other kids take your hands off the steering wheel. That's what driving on black ice is like, because nothing you do with your hands on your steering wheel and nothing you do with your eyes is going to help you. Once you hit that black ice, you're not speeding. You're not going too fast for the situation. If the wind is just right, it'll blow you across that highway like a ship in the middle of the night and the sails is on full mast. You got to get off that highway. Keep a little 2-man, 3-man, 4-man tent in your doggone in your car. It's only this big. It's only about as big as a doggone good-sized burrito off a food truck. Man, go and put that tent in the back of your car and leave it there. Because you may have get off the road, go up off the side of the road in the woods somewhere and set your doggone tent up until help start clearing this road out. That's why when your car stop in the middle of the road, get out of your car and go in the woods. You don't want to. That's the other reason I be telling people, look, have that thing on your hip because now you in the woods in no man's land. You ain't on the highway. You ain't scared of getting crashed and rear-ended half to death. But now you got everything in these woods looking out like, hey, did anybody call Uber Eats because a meal just came into the woods? You in trouble now. Protection, something to keep you warm, something to keep you cool, some food, some water. Put it in your vehicle right now. There is zero excuses for you not to do that. I'm not listening to no excuses. You know what? And the reason why I say that, some people say, well, lad, I'm broke. That's hard for me to believe these days. Because the hustle out here, it's so many hustles out here that people could be doing. It's just hard to believe, number one. Number two, the same people that always say that they broke. I kid you not now. I done seen some of these pages. The same people keep telling me that they broke. I go over to their channel. They got on Gucci belts and designer purses, designer clothes. They got driving a luxury car, sitting on rims and music and leather seats. I'm not trying to hear no excuse that you have to tell me that you ain't protecting your family when you driving a luxury car. Something got to give. If you can't provide for your family, if you can't provide the safety and security for your children, your husband, your wife, your family, something got to go. Your luxury car got to go. Ain't nobody going to think you whack for getting rid of your luxury car. Man, get rid of that. You got a Mercedes-Benz with a quarter tank of gas in it and a car note for the next 9 years. It don't even make sense to me. Let me get off of that because I don't want to get to ranting and raving. Listen, it's a storm coming right now. Everybody need to be prepared. Let me repeat myself because I was about to go off into a whole tangent. Listen, if you are in the way, in the path of this storm at all, if you see that, somebody go pull it up on the Weather Channel. It's going all the way up to Illinois and Indianapolis. It's going all the way that far north. Tennessee, Kentucky, Indianapolis, Illinois, what else? What did I say? Mississippi, coming back down to Mississippi, hit Nashville, Alabama, y'all, the whole panhandle of Florida, well, not the whole panhandle of Florida, Western Florida, right up the armpit of the back end of Florida. Listen, everybody go check out. If you got another smart device, go look at, go pull up the Weather Channel. Let's pull up the Weather Channel real quick because this is a whole nother app that my wife uses. I'm gonna pull up the Weather Channel because that's what I'm more used to here. And we're gonna see what they talking about. If I can find, oh, there we go. I done moved it around and I ain't refreshed the app. Say, wow, about 8 states. Right. This is not a drill. This is not me, Led Farmer, talking about some, y'all ready to prepare, or this ain't camp. This ain't that. This is the real deal. I pray that this does something weird and just go back where it came from. Okay, I'm pulling up the Weather Channel now so we can, you in Pensacola, Florida, growing with Hudson, you in Tennessee, it's about to smack all of us. Okay, I'm pulling it up now. Keep telling me where y'all at. Okay, Queen Zuri. Okay, you got Bob in your car. Everybody, if you don't have a bug out bag, I wish I had mine. I do have it. How many people got their bug out bags ready? Yes, the Carolinas too, CJ. Dang, what's going on with this? How many people got a bug out bag and it's ready to go right now? Ellenwood, Georgia. Okay, Natalie. Let me see. Wheel of Interest, say I do or I don't. Let me know if you do or you don't. Missy Hawk, I know you do. All right, Missy. Hey, Missy, if you need to come down, okay, come on over. If you need to come on over, okay? Okay, Francis, say you do. Let me see. Okay, who was that? That just Oka, I can't even see your. I don't even know your name, but you say you don't. Okay. All right. We've been talking about bug out bags for the last what 4 years. Before that, the 4 years before that, I was talking about bug out buckets. How many people remember bug out buckets? Before the whole bug out bag, before I was talking about bug out bags and everything like that, I was telling people I got bug out buckets and I put all my stuff in 5-gallon buckets. How many people got 5-gallon bug out buckets too? Bug out bags, bug out buckets, or both? Subliminal Frequency, you in Richmond, Virginia. Let me tell y'all something. That's not a game to me. I literally still have all of the food and the buckets and the gear that I've always had. Back in the day, when we was loading up our 5-gallon bug out buckets, and I was showing people how I load mine up, those are still loaded with all that gear. All of it. Beans, rice, dry foods, Mylar bags full of food, everything. I'm trying to stay cool. If you have not gotten yourself together to a point where, listen, when this stuff happens, I worry about y'all. That's why I do this. I worry about you because me and my family cool. But we can't keep going through not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Right? It got to come a time, and everybody keep thinking like that one person that was talking about something. They spent $40,000 in prepper gear, and now they deep in debt. That was ridiculous. And all I could think, you spend $40,000 on prepper gear. What you buy, a Mercedes? You bought a Hummer or something? You bought a Range Rover? Ridiculous. Everybody should be going to the dollar store and the Dollar General, whatever it's called now, and buying little trinkets, little knives. It's knives. Here's a Walmart knife. Look, Walmart knife, $10. $10 knife from Walmart. On my hip at this very moment. $10. $10. $10. Why don't you have one of these? $10? $10. $10 knife from Walmart. There is no excuse for this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you all this right now. A storm is coming. 2 storms are coming. 2. You got this storm about to hit us in a couple of days. And it's going to hit about 8 states. I forget the how fast it's going. I think they said it's over 100 miles an hour. That's how it can push so far inland, so far north. Now, here's the thing. This is a storm that's going to hit us right here. It's going to hit us in the breadbasket. And we got a storm in November that may happen. The storm in November is just like a storm out in the middle of the ocean that we keeping our eye on right now, if you dig what I'm saying, okay? There's a storm brewing, and every 5 minutes, the media is telling us, the news is telling us, and hell, they are telling us they are ready to fight. There are people ready to fight if they don't get their way. So if you ain't prepared for a hurricane, a tornado, if you ain't prepared for something like this that always happens every single year, what you gonna do in November if they go to tuning up and acting a fool? What are you gonna do? Why does you, for the life of me, listen, I don't get upset. It looked like I be getting upset, but for the most part, when I don't understand something, I get frustrated. That's why I look angry. I'm not angry. I'm frustrated. I did the same thing when I was a child. If I don't understand this math problem, I am about to lose it because I just don't get it. And right now, I'm frustrated. This is something that happens every freaking year, every several times a year, all year, whether it's the heat of the summer, the cold of the winter, or Mother Nature is tuning up. We know this every year, and don't nobody do anything about it. Everybody's sitting there twiddling their thumbs, thinking somebody is going to come and help you. Nobody. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. I had to do that to calm myself down, okay? Listen, look at me. There has not been a storm yet, and all of y'all been living in those states that know. They are not coming to help you. If they do come to help you, they're going to help you in their own way. They're going to help you in their own time, and they're not going to give you the help that you think you deserve. Everybody keep thinking that they're going to get help, like they're going to come here, they're going to give y'all rations, they're going to give y'all things that y'all need, food, water, clothing, shelter. No, they're going to ration things off to you. You're going to barely have any. The security of your life is going to be at bare minimum, and nobody ever thinks of that part. When you stuck in one of those stadiums, let me tell you something. When you stuck in one of them stadiums, you are responsible for your own security. If you sleep at night and part of where you sleep is closer to the bleachers off in this shadow area, you on your own. There is no security guards in there like they got the whole National Guard protecting y'all. I've heard horror stories from friends and family caught up in them doggone stadiums and those shelters we ain't gonna talk about. Some people that survive those storms, worse things happen to them in the doggone shelters that they trying to save them in. Plenty of women and children get violated and tampered with inside of them places, and then they'll never be the same. So the storm ain't your worst thing. So for me and my family, listen, if I have to go to one, then fine. But I'm gonna do everything in my power first before I have to get caught up in a shelter. Listen, let me tell y'all this. In these storms, when these storms like this hit, like that, the ones that devastate our lives and they never be the same again, when storms like this hit, let me tell you something. Me and you are scared half to death. Me and you don't want the storm to hit. Me and you pray to God for minimal damage. Me and you pray to God for minimal casualties. Let me tell you something. I told y'all the other day, remember this. There are demons walking among us. There are people walking among us that cannot wait for the lights to go out. Me and you, we want solar power so our lights don't go out. We want gas generators so the lights don't go out. It's monsters out there that cannot wait for the darkness, because that's when they do all of their evil, wicked stuff. Let me tell you, why you think these people, these predators, wait in the darkness, wait in the shadows, wait in parked cars and big vans with no windows? They come up and they get you at night. They can't wait. So no witnesses. And look, in a storm, as the rescue squad is trying to help everybody, they can't help everybody. For the life of me, I be trying to get it through people's mind. Listen, and then you know what we do? We blame it on the first responders. I used to be a first responder in sorts. I worked in the ER. Let me tell you this. They blame it on the first responders because they can't respond to everybody. Somebody ain't gonna make it. They don't have enough people on deck with hands on that can help you. Just like the police. There is only so many police. Let's say the police. Let's just say, okay, if the police was 100% on up and up and they was there to truly help the people, right? I ain't talking about no crooked cops. I'm talking about in a fantasy world, if all cops was great, all cops was like Superman, right? They still can't help everybody. They still won't be able to protect everybody. They can't be protecting your house. Imagine how many houses on your block alone. How many houses in your block? Now imagine how many houses in your neighborhood. Now in each house, there is a family. There's not just one person. All the houses on your block got at least 2 to 4 people or more. They cannot protect all of these people. There's going to be people unaccounted for. It's going to be people at work. You're going to be stranded at work. Your kids is at school. Has anybody thought of that? Your kid at school, you at work, your husband at work over here, your wife at work over there, your kid at school over here, and home is over here. The reason I am trying to put a little fear into your heart because I want to give you a real life scenario. What are your plans? You know, before 2018, I would have almost gave you an excuse. I would have gave you a little leeway. We've been going through this now for 6 years. Solid. No breaks. Every day here on the internet and the weather and everything, the world is insane. There is no excuse for you not to have prepared a little bit. You know what? I do these videos. I do these EcoFlow videos and these solar power generators and all these companies. I do that. Listen, I don't get rich off of this. I hope y'all know that. And everybody that actually shows you these, they know I'm telling the truth. You don't get rich off of doing this. You're trying to give deals to people so they can actually afford it. For them to give us the opportunity to actually help you is a blessing in itself. There's no excuse, man. Not in 2024. Going in, listen, you know, it ain't even too many months left in this year. 2025 literally is wiping its feet off on the welcome mat, about to come through. 2025 is like your daddy just got home from work driving in the driveway. It's here. And you mean to tell me you still don't think this is serious enough to take control of your situation? You still don't think it's serious enough for you to, I don't know, put away. Oh, look at this. I can't make this up. This is just a coincidence. I dumped this in this oatmeal because I wanted to get it out of that cardboard container and go put this in a Mylar bag, put bay leaves in it, and seal it up. I can't make this up. It's funny. I happen to look over. Here go my oatmeal that I'm about to go store. I don't need to be on camera to do this. I don't do this just to show you that, hey, guess what? I'm a prepper. I really do this because I take my family seriously. I don't want nothing to happen to them. If something happened to me, I want my family to have provisions to make it without me. You got caches, you got stashes on your land, you got stashes in your yard. You just like you putting your house key in a secret place that only family know where it is. You should have stashes of ways to protect yourself in this stash, maps, food, water. You should have all the essentials in this stash, this cache, somewhere on your land, somewhere in your yard, somewhere in your house, that just in case you got to go bug out, you got other places to go that got some equipment and supplies where you need it. I promise you, flotation devices. Everybody think they got to go get a canoe. You got to go get a 12-foot John boat. No, you know what you need? Go get a couple of floaties. Even if you got to get them arm floaties on your arm, man, go get something. Go get something. Water purification. A storm is coming. Okay, show of hands or yell it out. Yell it out. Every single storm, what's wrong with the water? Every single storm, this is not just every blue moon, every single hurricane, every single tornado, every single even minor storm, what's wrong with the water in your city? Everybody tell me, give me what they always tell you on the news. This is number one right there. Contaminated. 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 They say boil advisory because it's contaminated. The water is messed up. Contaminated. Contaminated. I will even put this up. Feces is in it. Contaminated. Where that feces at? That got to go up there. Because people don't think doo-doo float. Wait a minute. I boiled tap water yesterday and it started foaming. Boil alert. Get it boiled. Where's that fecal matter? That's what I'm looking for. Contaminant. There it is. Feces in the water. Okay? Blood is in the water. Some people don't make it and they are bobbing for apples for eternity in the water, if you understand what I'm saying. They are in the water and they are not going to be found for a long time. That's in the water. If your water levels stay high for a long period of time, the people that didn't make it and they couldn't swim are going to be in that water, under the water. There will be, I want you to think about snakes in the water, piles of ants floating, red ants, stinging ants on the water. There will be alligators in the water. If this just ain't about drinking the water, you got to look, everything is flooded out. There will be wild animals in the water trying to survive just like you. You gonna climb on a rooftop trying to get out of water, and guess what? You may turn around and see a family of raccoons on the rooftop with you. What you gonna do? Everybody keeps saying, Led, what you do about snakes on your land? That scared me. Okay, when stuff like this happen, this the kind of stuff that make me be like, I don't care about no snakes. This ain't a game. Sewage in the water. Okay, so gotta have a really good water purifier or know how to filter or distill it yourself. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna give y'all a quick crash course. Who wants to see a couple of water filters that I got? Who would like to see just a couple? All right, and I'm going to show y'all this, and I'm going to put it in the description box below so you can see ways that boiling ain't always going to cut it. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. If y'all hang on and hang tight, I will show you just a couple of things that don't cost that much money. All right, hold tight. Hold tight. All right, I show people this every so often, but they don't hear me though. Okay, this is the water distiller. This is the electric water distiller. What this does is totally distill your water. All right, I have several of these just because I don't ever want to be without one because they work so well. What this does is you put crap water in here. It boils and it goes around this coil, cools off, and purified distilled water comes out. Okay? And all of the crap that's left behind is inside of this tank. Let me remember, it's been a minute. All the crap that's left behind is inside of this, left inside this tank. Okay? So all you do is go and wash that out, whatever contaminants or diseases or crap is left in it, crud, you pour that out, wash this back out, put it in another batch, put this back on, and plug it back up. Now you're wondering, But Laird, what if our power is out? That's why I keep showing y'all this stuff. This thing uses like 300 watts, 250 watts, and it's distilling literally gallons upon gallons of water. Now, let's just say, Laird, I still ain't got the EcoFlow yet, Laird. I'm sorry. I know I need to step my game up. Okay. I'm still not giving you no excuses, not giving you no way out. Here's my copper distiller. I'm sure everybody's seen one of these before, okay? This is what you typically see people make spirits out of, if you get what I'm saying. I've had this forever. And before I had this one, I made one out of a 5-gallon bucket. Y'all seen that years ago. I've had that one I made out of 5-gallon bucket probably 20 years. You want to know what? I just threw that away last winter because I had to clean my garage out. And I had so many of these, I needed to get rid of. Let me tell you something. I got other ways of water purification. I have other ways of, what is it called? Where the UV rays hit it. What is it called when the UV rays hit it? Reverse osmosis. I have reverse osmosis, and I've never finished this video, and I have to. Listen. Let me see if I can find it. Here's one right here. I gotta release this video, but it's just not finished. Reverse osmosis. This is sitting here because I'm finishing the video. This is from a company from Italy. This is a reverse osmosis, a portable reverse osmosis water purifier. You do not have an excuse not to have a way to purify your water. Boiling ain't always going to cut it. If boiling ain't going to cut it because there's things in that water that just ain't going to take a good boiling, you need a distiller. You need something reverse osmosis. With reverse osmosis and with distilling, that's where this comes in. That's where you need to start keeping pink Himalayan sea salt in your house, because this got all the vitamins and minerals that you need to replenish what's been stripped out of the water in there. Because if you keep drinking distilled water from reverse osmosis, it'll strip because it ain't got nothing in it. It don't have no electrolytes left in it. So all it's doing is giving you a good drink to keep you alive, but the minerals is totally stripped out of it. I buy this stuff by the doggone gallon. That's just what I cook with. I'm just trying to tell y'all some facts that I know and I actually do and I actually use, and people have seen me use this. People have seen me use this one. You ain't never seen me use the electric one. I don't think. I got about 4 of them electric ones. I threw one away. I got 2 of these. I'm going to show you. I can't make this shit up. Wait a minute. I can't make this up. This is what I do. This is what I do. Listen, everybody be like, Laird, he living good and all this, but he driving that ratty old Chevy Tahoe and the paint is coming off it. He driving a 2007 Jeep Wrangler. The hood is fading off. Why ain't he driving a Benz or BMW Range Rover? That ain't gonna do nothing for my family. I invest my money in stuff like this for times like this. We are blind and lost. We lost. Storm is coming and you can't do anything. This is a water distiller. Some of y'all is looking at that like, that's all it do. The reason I got 2 manual water distillers is because all you got to do is go out there and start a fire in your grill and set this on top of it and distill your water. You set this on your barbecue grill. This one burnt? This one is burnt. That one is burnt. Because I set that on wood on top of the grill and run my water through this copper tubing and get my distilled water. I'm going to actually release a short video so y'all see it later, okay? I can't make this up. This is real. Oh, and the reason I got the copper one, and I don't even think they sell them no more, is because when you distill the water, the copper actually releases more minerals back into the distilled water. See, it's a reason. You're going to see these, and these look cute, right? They nice and shiny, and they stainless steel. But the copper, the copper does fade just like a penny. Here's the thing about the copper, though. When you run the distilled water through it, it replenishes and puts more minerals back into the water. So you do get some minerals put back into the distilled water when you run it through a copper thumper. Okay. So if you can go ahead and spend a couple extra pennies on the copper, I would suggest it. All right. They hard to keep clean, but doggone it, they do the doggone job. Okay. I'm sorry for rambling on, but for everybody just coming in the room, a storm is about to hit the panhandle of Florida, and I'm going to say this again. It's going to hit Florida. It's going to hit a tip of South Carolina. It's going to come up the center of Georgia through Atlanta. It's going to go all the way up to Tennessee. It's going to go all the way up to Indianapolis. It's going to slide on over to Illinois. It's going to come back down to, what is that? Hey, y'all, it shifted again. It shifted again. So now it ain't coming back to Alabama and Mississippi. It's going over to, I don't even know what state that is, y'all. Oh, no. Okay. It's just going back down to Memphis. It's going to cool out in Memphis. It ain't coming all the way back down to Alabama now. You see it keeps shifting? Let me make sure. It's starting to turn more and more eastward in Florida. It's coming away from the Gulf, and it's look like it's about to whip and hit the whole perfect back end of Florida in a minute if it keeps shifting this fast. Listen, I can't make this up. Listen to this. It's been 2 years. Me and my wife's 29th wedding anniversary. We was in our condo in Florida. And what hurricane was that hit 2 years ago? It was horrible. It was horrible. 2 years ago, it was supposed to come up. It was supposed to hit Louisiana. And it whipped over and hit Florida, Orlando head on. What 2 years ago? Yeah, it looked like a big question mark. What hurricane was that 2 years ago that was heading towards Louisiana and the panhandle of Florida, and then whipped all of a sudden and came up Miami, came up the back end of Miami, and just came through Orlando and just devastated everything, and then came back. Ian, was that Ian? Let me tell you something. Me and my wife, the reason why we stayed in the condo, number one, everything down in Orlando was made out of bricks and steel, stone and steel and stone. So that we was a little confident because our condo was on like the second floor. And it wasn't supposed to hit. It wasn't supposed to come nowhere close to Orlando. It was supposed to come whip across Miami or something like that, or come up the panhandle. That thing did like this. It did the arm wave and just tore our butts up. Me and my wife, I did the live stream that night. Remember, in my video, I did the live stream half through the night, and I filled our bathtubs up with water because they was already reporting the water gonna be contaminated soon as it hit. So store up your water out. I rushed out to that Walmart in the heart of Orlando, and I bought as many 5-gallon buckets as I could buy. Remember, we're on our anniversary, so I'm not fully prepped, but I have all my bug out bags and some of my gear. I went to Walmart, bought as many 5-gallon buckets as I could possibly buy. They was the white buckets, and they got the word heart on them, Walmart brand. You will see them around my garden now. That's from that. Filled them all up with water. Put them all in every room. And then I filled up the bathtub because the water was jacked up. And we didn't know it was going to hit. But thank God I did, because wasn't no water, wasn't no lights. I had my EcoFlow Delta. I had my Set Power refrigerator, because the refrigerator and the power and the lights and everything was out. I was like, boom. Listen, you got to prepare for this kind of crazy. This is the real crazy. Look, this ain't politics. This is Mother Nature. You got to prepare for the unknown. When you see crazy people about to act up about politics, you kind of sizing them up like, these are crazy mugs right here. Okay, chop, chop. I'm ready. But when Mother Nature come, you don't know how to prepare for this. Can you swim? Do you have skills to start a fire? Do you have skills to build a shelter? At our camp, what we have in our survival camp, we teach each other these skills: how to build shelter, how to start fire, how to filter water with the things around you. This is the things that we do in our survival camp. See, before we was just having a good time. That has changed. That has changed. So now that camp is private, we can get more things done and prepare for things like this. Everything we learned in our survival camp, it's called Camp Club 73. And it's a private club, and it's exclusive to us only, members only. Everything that everybody learned in that camp, they may end up having to use them with this storm right here. Starting a fire. Everybody right now, how many people got 5-gallon buckets, empty 5-gallon buckets? Anybody? If you got 5-gallon buckets in your yard or something, because look, I'm going to show you one. I'm going to show you something else. I'm pulling out this gear that's just sitting around me at all times. I'm going to show you another one. Now this one gonna be a little heavy though. I ain't gonna be able to pick this up and hoist this around and stuff like that. All right. Igloo 6-gallon water tank. I got 20 of these. 20 of these at this house. I got 20 of these. I got water purification tablets. I got water purification machines and things to purify and distill my water. Then on my land, I got two 330-gallon water totes. Then I got six 55-gallon drums of water. When I'm out on my land, people be like, but you ain't got no water. Yes, I do. They full of rainwater. All of them. See, this is stuff I do when I'm not on camera. Don't you ever wonder what us YouTubers do when the camera go off? Either you go and you take off your mask and from the fake persona that you put on here, or you cut the camera off and you finish doing what you was doing. It's a lot of preppers on this YouTube that actually, when the cameras go off, all they do is finish doing what they were showing you in the first place. I am one of them. Okay, my wife loved me, but she ain't gonna lie for me. She'll tell you that. Matter of fact, half of it get on her nerve half the time because she got to step over half of it. Okay. So there you go. All right. Do I have any questions at all? I'm done ranting. I'm done. Unless you want me to show you something. Listen, you don't need those totes like that. Go get buckets. Go fill up your bathtub. Go make sure the back of your toilet bowl is full. I know it sounds gross, but if you got one of these ways to filter your water, trust and believe it. If you got 5-gallon buckets out in your garden, not doing that, you ain't planting nothing, go dump the soil in a pile, come in the house, clean that out, and fill that up with good water. Okay, what is the name? Let me answer these questions now. I'm taking questions before we get out of here because I'm about to get out of here because I don't know when this thing supposed to hit. My wife be knowing the times. Wait a minute, let me see if I can see the time. It's gonna hit us. Oh, I can't tell. I can't tell. Wait a minute. Let's take some questions. Where can I find that copper pot? Charles, I'm going to have everything I showed you in the description box so you don't got to go hunting for it, okay? So you can just click on the link. You loving that Kodiak tent, Mr. Melody? Thank you. And trust me, mine been up for over a year and it's still out there. I just showed it to y'all the other day. You can live in that tent, man. You got your money's worth. That's one of the best tents I've ever seen besides that white duck. Both of them, all right, neck and neck. How do you prep 55-gallon barrels for long time storage? I have 2 in my back empty. I don't do that. I just collect the water and then you purify water as you need it. You don't try to purify 55 gallons of water because eventually if you dump all your water tablets, purification tablets in there, they just gonna go bad over time. You probably ain't gonna end up, what if the storm passes you? You just wasted all of your resources. You only purify and you only distill the water that you need as you need it. Don't try to distill. You think I purified and distilled all of the water I just told you? No. The water I just had on my lap just now, that water been sitting in these tanks for 4 years. I would not just up and start drinking that right now. I will purify that, distill it, or use water tabs first, or use my Berkey, your Sawyer straw, or your what's that other filter straw? Life straw. Okay. Here we go. Okay, Jody B says lids on buckets, right? Sounds like a stupid question, but no, it ain't a stupid question. Let me think before I do it. No, those on the land. No. I'm gonna say this, that's not a stupid question at all. Okay. Let that be your last priority. Get as many buckets as you can get. Because right now, this is a temporary situation. Lids are for storage. Lids are for things that's going to jump into the water. It's other ways that you can keep insects and creatures out of your buckets of water. You can put a pillowcase over it. You can put some cheesecloth and a rubber band around it. That's not a priority, but trust me, my sister, that's not a stupid question. But right now, prioritize in 5-gallon buckets. Prioritize in containment of the water, not necessarily trying to seal it, because there's too many ways you can do that on the cheap. Thank you for that question. Thank you, one virtuous woman. Let me see. Remember, your water heater has 50 gallons of water you can use too. Very, very true. Very true. It was Hurricane Ian last year. It wasn't last year. This was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Whatever the hurricane was 2 years ago, me and my wife was trapped in Orlando, Florida. Say it shouldn't hit by Thursday, but y'all feel the effects by tomorrow. Do the wave 2 actually work? Baby boy, if you're talking about the EcoFlow wave, that is literally, hands down, my very favorite EcoFlow product. Next is the smart dual fuel gas generators. The EcoFlow wave, literally, I keep it with me at all times. That's how well it works. And everybody that keeps saying that it ain't working for them, something is wrong with it, they didn't go in that app and correct it like I told them. If you go in that app and you flip that switch, then it start working. You want that thing to be pumping that water out. If your EcoFlow wave ain't pumping water out, your app ain't working. You ain't got your app switched right. Make sure that water is pumping out, because it's just entirely too much humidity in the air for it to do that recycling humidity thing. It's just too humid where I live for that, you know. So that part don't work for me at all. Thank you, V-Guard. Let me see. Missy Hawk said, I filled up a bunch of containers last night, have my water purified and ready to go. I knew you would. I knew you would. See what I'm saying? Best generators and or water purifiers. I don't know what that means. Hi, Mr. Led. How about if you live in a senior building? I don't know. What's your question? And give me put a question mark on it so I know if this is a question, because this I don't even understand. If this is a question, I still don't understand. How about if you live in a senior building? I don't understand. What do you need to know? I'm here for you. I'm here to answer your question. I'm not gonna diss nobody, but please make it descriptive so I understand it. And I'm moving slow. That's why I'm so behind. Let me see. Thank you, Karen L. Let me see. Smart purified. What you drink, not whole supply at once. Oh, I said that already. Yep. Can you leave the link for the tent too? Yes, I'm gonna leave a link. Now, usually I forget. Tonight I'm doing that because this is an emergency. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. Say Laurel says, I've never forgotten when you showed us getting water from a dehumidifier was great for emergency and then filter it. Amen to that. And if you have an air condition hanging out of your window, water constantly, the condensation constantly pours out of that doggone air conditioner out your window. If you have a split unit, the little air conditioner they have in rooms, that's pumping out water. If you have an HVAC unit, that's pumping out water all day and all night. That's free water. Now take that and purify it. Yes, thank you for that, Laurel May. Thank you. Thank you, Jody B. You're welcome. It's stormy here in Conyers, Georgia now. It's looking real funky here all day in South Carolina. Let me see. We have designated 5-gallon buckets because the tolerant. Oh, you meant the toilet don't flush with no power either. Oh, you got one of those toilets. That's why I refused to buy one. You know. Say unprepared. I stay prepared. This ain't a game or a joke to me. I don't do this for views. I don't. I promise you I don't. The storm hit Mexico earlier. They said several. Okay. Flooded roads. I know what you meant, Jeanette. Let me see. Are any of the box store 5-gallon buckets not marked? Look. Okay. I'm glad you said that. They are not marked potable or safe, right? In a big box store, orange bucket or a blue bucket, right? The water in those 5-gallon buckets from Walmart that say heart on the side don't either. Saved me and my wife life. You know, it kills me when people start talking about I don't want to drink out of plastic. And I'm not getting on you, my friend. I'm getting on everybody because this is a common question. But I want everybody to answer me. What are your shoes made of? What are your socks made of? What is your shirt made of? I guarantee everybody, you look at your tag on the back of your shirt or look in the sole of your shoe, it's going to say leather and then some man-made materials. You look at your shirt, it's going to say 30% cottons and 70% of man-made synthetic materials. This stuff is already soaking in your body. You worrying about how you going to drink water out of a Home Depot bucket, but your whole body is covered in toxicities. I want everybody to think about this. What kind of hair care products did you put in your hair today? What did you brush your teeth with today? What's in that toothpaste? You don't want to look at that, okay? I want what kind of, you put on some lotion today, you put on some cologne, go read what's on that crap. Ladies put on makeup and glue that wig on their head, go read what's in that crap. And then when people come back and say, I ain't drinking out of no doggone laundry detergent container, somebody told me years ago. She had on a glued, listen here, the woman had on a glued wig she must have been using Gorilla Glue and did it herself in a broken mirror because the wig was glued on half sideways with a part over here. And you could see the glue coming down the middle of it like an oil slick. and had baby hairs coming all the way down to her eyebrows. Like that's gonna hide the glue. But she dogged me and told me she was done with me. Now, she actually had a channel. That's how I know. She said she was done with me and unsubscribed the moment I told her, put water in a laundry detergent bucket for washing your hands and drinking out of in emergency. I rest my case. Case closed. But yes, my friend, don't worry about that in no emergency. Please don't. Everybody need to really think about reality. This is not a time to go hold nobody pinkies out. Say, why do hurricane always do? Cut it out. Cut it out, man. I'm trying to not. Say, prayers are all in the path of the storm. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you. Do you think it will take during a major crisis? How long do you think it would take? During a major crisis, how long? I'm like Fred Sanford. During a major crisis, how long do you think it will take before there'll be anarchy? I don't know. I'm not God. What kind of question is that, my friend? That's I'm not gonna lie to you, and I told you I'm not biting my tongue. Listen, that's a dumb question. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna say that was not I'm gonna tell you that that's a dumb question. You know that. How long do I think it's gonna be? I'm not gonna play games with that, okay? Just please don't do that no more. Because that's a bait and switch kind of question. Irma, that's it, melanated grower. It was Irma. Okay. Hey, Tiana Scott, thank you. Depends on how long people take to realize. Don't answer that stupid shit, please. Don't answer that stupid shit. Don't. How many times do you need to wash a detergent bottle? Have y'all never been in a storm? Have y'all never been in an emergency? Come on, man. Okay, listen to me. And I had to reel it back because I don't want to go off and start ranting on no nonsense, okay? I know this is a new generation. But let me tell you this. Yeah, I know this is going to offend some people, but please, it's not for you if it's not you. Some of y'all need to put that game controller down and learn some life skills. Listen to me. I ain't lying. And it ain't just the people that's playing video games. It's also, if you work all day, every day, and you don't know nothing else but your job, but you don't know how to survive and tend to your family in emergency, the only thing you know, it's a lot of people out there. I'm going to touch on this and I'm going to stop and I'm going to leave. It's a lot of people out there that don't know how to do anything but make money. That's all you know how to do is go to work for another man and make as much money as you possibly can. But you have zero life skills. Let me tell y'all something, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Going to work for another man is not a life skill. That will not keep your family afloat because all it takes is him not to like you and you don't have a job anymore. Now what? I need everybody to truly use your freaking head. This is a serious emergency. And we're asking questions. Some of these questions are from kindergarten. I don't understand. And that, like I told you, when I don't understand something, I get frustrated. I am a do what I gotta do survival kind of guy. I'm not Bear Grylls and all that garbage y'all watch on TV. I'm that dude that mean what I say, and I'm going to do what I got to do to survive. I'm going to do what I got to do for my family to make it. And some of the stuff you gotta make time for yourself. If you're working all day, every day, stop. Make time for yourself to learn what's going on in life. If all you do is stay on that damn video game, I'm covering them. I'm coming around the left. Hey, cover me, cover me. Man, stop that shit, man. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it every blue moon, but man, if that's your life, you know how to fight on the game. You know how to use a weapon on the game, but your hands have never touched an actual weapon. What does that say? What the heck? Listen, again, this is one of the times I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I don't get it. I don't get it. How many people know how to start a fire without a lighter? Right now, I'm gonna ask a question. Say me or no. I'm not getting fussing at nobody. I'm meaning. I need to know, because after I hear what I need to hear, we need to what we're going to have, because I know the answer to this. We are all going to have a random meetup, and it will be not a city meetup, but just a random meetup. This will be outside of Camp Club 73. This will not be that. This will be a random meetup, meaning I'm going to tell you, hey, y'all, I'm going to be over here at this camp spot. Why don't y'all come and join me? The reason I'm saying this, because you need to take a couple of days off work. You need to go learn something that's going to help you survive in these rough times. You need to put down that game controller or put down your damn cell phone and stop scrolling all day and go do something that's going to help you save your family. I know why this is happening, and I'm going to end this video with this, because I know I ramble on all day about this. I know why this is happening, because people don't think about their family, because most people don't have a family anymore. The family unit and the family structure is destroyed. That's why everything is always about you, me. They have destroyed our family structure. There is no longer a man and a woman in the house. And when you hear that it's a man and a woman in the same house and they marry, they the freaks. Them the weirdos. We're the outcasts. That's because we are that thing like you see an old Ford Model T in a museum. We are relics. And when you break down that family structure, you don't care about whether little Bobby and Susie gonna make it or not. You don't care if your wife Emma gonna make it or not, because it's all about you. Y'all don't live together. Y'all really only got one kid together. That's her kid from somebody else. We've destroyed it. So you stop caring about everybody under your roof. Listen, I'm old school as all get out. And my kids eat before me. I know how order works. Order is my wife's supposed to feed me first. Now, that's scripture, okay? My wife's supposed to tend to me first, then tend to her kid. But it's up to me as the head of the household to be like, get these kids fed first. See, some people blow that out of context and they say, I need my plate first. No. If you're a real man, look, I know I'm supposed to eat first, but guess what? Man, make sure these kids got something to eat. That's me. Make sure these kids got something to eat first. Save me something, but make sure my kids gonna eat. Because this is like a tree and the seeds and the fruit. I need that to survive if I don't. And we have no more ideas and no more feelings about family structure. Everybody, do me a favor. If you have any questions about anything, please put it in the comment section below. If you are in danger right now, please put it in the comment section below after this video and let somebody know where you are and if you're going to be okay. Do you have any emergency gear? The reason I'm telling you to put all of this information in the doggone comment section below, because there will be and probably be somebody that lives close to you that can help you. There may be somebody close to you that can help you, or and y'all talking back and forth because you have no way to communicate. Y'all talking back and forth on my video saying, hey, girl, is you good? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, you got some food? Yeah, I got some food. You got some water? Yeah, I got some water. Come on, let's get together. And this is why I do this. And I'm sorry, y'all. It tears me up when I just be seeing how the world has turned to the point where we have a doggone national emergency and everybody is like, I'm just gonna play Nintendo till the lights go out. I said Nintendo, didn't I? What's the latest game? PlayStation, Xbox? I don't know. Online gaming? I don't know. I don't got nothing against gamers at all. I'm just telling you it's a time and a place. I don't got nothing against nobody and none of the things you do or the fun you like to have, but it's a time and a place. And right now is not the time and it's not the place, knowing that it's a freaking hurricane. It's telling you it don't even know what it's going to do to you. It got a question mark. It's saying, what you going to do to him, hurricane? I ain't figured that out yet. I don't know. Have you ever seen a hurricane shaped like a question mark? Have you ever seen a hurricane shaped like a damn question mark or a half of a heart? I haven't. But I will say this, with all the wickedness going on in this world right now, don't nothing surprise me no more. I always feel like Fred G. Sanford. This is the big one. I always feel like that. Because every time something like this happening with the climate of the world today and the politics and the crazy people and stuff, I feel like, I'm coming to join you, honey. This is the big one. Every time I feel like that. I feel like that now. And then when you try to have people, look, this is what you can do to help yourself. My wife tell me I'm supposed to be doing this. That's why I keep doing it. Right? All right. So you could be saving somebody's life tonight. You know what? If we all chip in and put your comments, put whatever you need to do in the comments. If you ain't ready for this at all and you in the pathway of this hurricane, please let somebody know so we can keep our eyes and ears open for you in the comment section, please. Because you don't know any of these people personally. All right. You don't got to tell them, please don't tell them your exact address and location. Just tell them so we can keep our ears and eyes open on you. And if we don't keep hearing from you, then we're going to need to know something, okay? I'm not stressed, C. Miles. I'm just frustrated when I just be like, I keep being like, is it just me? Am I crazy? Am I crazy for caring about people without wanting nothing in return? Because you ain't giving me anything. I just don't want nothing to happen to you. What can you give me? Nothing. I don't want nothing. I want you to be alive and well. So please be careful. If you're in the way of this doggone hurricane, let somebody know where you at. Go out there and get you some 5-gallon buckets or something that can contain water. Go get something that you can filter water with or distill the water with. Go and put some gasoline in fuel your car or fill up your gas tank. And then add on another 5 gallons. Or if you got a couple gas tanks, fill them up too. If you got gas generators, fill the gas generators up and then fill the gas tanks up. If you got solar power generators, forget the solar panels because the sun ain't going to be out look like in a few days. Plug your solar power generators up straight to the wall. Fill them all up to 100% and just wait it out and be ready for the worst. If you have any of those pool floaties or them noodles, go get them and put them in arm's reach. If you got a life vest, just put it on and wear it like it's a bomber jacket. Who cares what you look like right now? You ain't gonna look deceased. People's always so worried about what they're gonna look like. You're gonna walk out here with a fisherman's life jacket on, and people gonna be like, "What? This boy done lost his rabbit ass mind." Yeah, but I don't look deceased though. I might look a little out of my element, walking through Walmart with one of those flotation devices on. But I don't look deceased. Too worried about what we look like, family. With that being said, I'm going to turn y'all loose. I pray for everybody, and we're going to talk about this every day. I'm going to keep on pumping out videos. I got a lot of other stuff to show you, but in the meantime, I will be going live to make sure everybody is cool. We're going to keep doing this. In the next one, I'm going to actually bring people up and let y'all, you know what? Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Thursday? Tomorrow, I'm supposed to be at the range tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring people up so you can tell the people what you have done to prepare. We're going to be on StreamYard, and I'm going to let people come up to the stage to tell everybody in the audience what you did and what you are doing to prepare for this storm and other storms, period, in general, okay? So with that being said, y'all, thank you for coming by, and please be safe. Guava to everybody. I love you, and I'm out. All right? Peace. This look off. I'm just show you one last time. I'm going to end it on this.